Paul was not commissioned to put in writing the purpose of God, which was before the overthrow of the world, Appendix 146, until that dispensation was ended. What this great secret was can only be learned fully from the prison epistles. There alone can we find the things which had been concealed and kept secret since the world began, Romans 16:25, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, Ephesians 3:5, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in God, Ephesians 3:9, which hath been hid from the ages and from generations, but now is made manifest, Colossians 1:26, where now, Greek none, with the pretense just now, recently. The special scriptures which describe the secret are the postscript of Romans 16 verses 25 and 26, Ephesians 3 1 through 12, Colossians 1 24 through 27. The mention of the mystery in Romans 16 25 and 26 has perplexed many because the revelation of it is specifically propounded in the epistle to the Ephesians. Hence it has been suggested that the epistle originally ended at Romans 16:24 with the benediction, or even at verse 20. See marginal notes in the Revised Version. And that the ascription, verses 25 through 27, was added by the apostle after he reached Rome. 1, in order to complete the structure, and by making it correspond with the ascription in chapter 11, 33 through 36, and 2, to complete the Appendices, or introversion, and thus to contrast God's gospel, which was revealed of old by the prophets of the Old Testament and never hidden, 1, 2, and 3, with the mystery, which was always hidden and never revealed, or even mentioned until 16, 25 through 27. See longer note on page 1694 of this book. In any case, while there is no doubt about the general order of the epistles, the actual dates are conjectural and rest only upon individual opinions as to the internal evidence. See Appendix 180. And, after all, Romans 16 to 25 through 27 is not the revelation of the mystery as given in the prison epistles, but an ascription of glory to him who had at length made it manifest by prophetic writings, not the writings of the prophets, for it is the adjective prophetic, not the noun prophecy, as in 2 Peter 1:20. Romans and Ephesians are thus brought together as two central epistles of the chronological groups, the one ending one group and the other beginning the next, both being treatises rather than epistles, and both having Paul for their sole author, while in all the other epistles he has others associated with him. As to the great secret itself, it is certain that it cannot refer to the blessing of the Gentiles in connection with Israel. This is perfectly clear from the fact that it was never a secret. Both blessings were made known at the very same time, Genesis 12:3, and this well-known fact is constantly referred to in the Old Testament in all of these verses. But the secret revealed in the prison epistles was never the subject of the previous revelation. In Ephesians 3:5, it is stated to be now revealed. This cannot mean that it had been revealed before, but not in the same manner as now, because it is stated that it had never been revealed at all. It concerns Gentiles, and it was revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the Gentiles should be joint heirs and joint body, and joint partakers of the promise in Christ through the gospel. See notes on Ephesians 3:5 and 6. Apostles footnote 1 is down here. These were not those of the Old Testament dispensation, but were the subjects of a promise by the Lord himself in Matthew 23:34, Luke 11:49, which was fulfilled in Ephesians 4:8 and 11. See the notes on these passages in Appendix 189. And 2. There was a 2 here. Joint body. Greek susumos, a remarkable word occurring only here in the New Testament. We cannot know the whole purpose of God in keeping this concealed all through the ages, but one thing we can clearly see, namely, that God made it known before, Israel would have, that had God made it known before, Israel would have necessity have had an excuse for rejecting the Messiah and his kingdom. As to ourselves, the question of who is in the secret does not arise, for we are not to suppose that all who do not know of it are lost. One thing we know, and that is, it is made known for the obedience of faith, or for faith obedience. Romans 16:26. It is subsequent revelation, and the question is, do we believe it and obey it by acting according to it? Abraham had several divine revelations made to him. From his call in Genesis 11, he was a righteous man. In chapter 12, he believed God concerning his promises of the future. In chapter 13, he believed God concerning the promise of the land. But in chapter 15, God made a further revelation concerning the seed which he would give him, and it is written, Abraham believed in the Lord, and it was counted or imputed unto him for righteousness. Even so, with ourselves and the subsequent revelation of the mystery in the prison epistles, let us believe it, and we may be sure that it will be counted unto us for something, for some blessing, which those who refuse to believe it will lose.